Hello to all my free-to-play account lovers and welcome to this AFK journey video. So today we will continue from yesterday's free-to-play account review, which is Sendoh's account. So if you guys haven't seen Sendoh's initial account review as to what units he have, as well as where he focused his units on in terms of the faction, you guys can visit the video from yesterday, which I'll link in the card above. For today, we are going to talk about how to tackle the arena from a free-to-play player's perspective. So not from my free-to-play PTR account as well as my Zeebo's account. I'm going to use another viewer's account and then talk about how you can tackle the meta or how you can play in the meta itself. So before I start, right, just a disclaimer, as a free-to-play player, it is normal to not be able to win some matches, right? Either the enemies are too strong or you simply have no answers against the enemy itself. So I did 2 runs on his account and I realized that his account ain't exactly the best against the other opponents in the meta because they all have Iron Carolina, Iron Arden, or even the Divine Comp itself. So as a free-to-play player, it's going to be a little bit challenging, but I'm going to talk about what are the different things we can take note of if you want to attack somebody who could be stronger than us, right, from a free-to-play player's perspective. So that will be the focus for today's video because I can only showcase the attack. For the defense side, right, I think he's doing the best he could with whatever he have. So he's using the Sisia comp, which I recommended from the Sisia Arena meta team, which is already on the channel. So if you guys don't know about this team, you guys can search for Sisia Arena meta team and the video should pop up. So that's where I explain the different mechanics in the team, how this team works. And this team in general is not the strongest, but it is the strongest if you are focusing on the Sisia end. So for his case, he brought the Sisia to Supreme Plus. So I guess building on Sisia being the core in Arena is the best he could do, at least from what I can see, because he doesn't have Iron built up, neither does he have Arden built up. So he doesn't have the wilder side of things to build their more meta teams, and he can't actually even go for the Iron Carolina because his Iron doesn't even have the EX weapon. So the best he could do is this one currently. So if he does have Iron, what I can suggest is to take out Rowan, right, and then you can play the Iron Viperion together with Carolina, the Mage Core, the Mage Comp. This is definitely one team that he could use if he does have Iron's EX weapon built up, because this is a very strong magical duo as well. So this is just another suggestion for him, Sendoh, if you're watching this video. So let's just shift back his original units. Okay, so Rowan, right, he'll win together with Sisia. So this is the best he could put defensively, and we're not going to touch too much. So just use the best units and form the best defensive teams that you guys could do with whatever you have as a free-to-play player. So now let's focus on the attacking side. We have 5 different attempts. So I'll try to take a look at the general meta for his bracket and then decide who we can win, and then we try to take them on. So what I have observed for the bracket itself is, you guys can see, right, Iron Carolina, right, Iron Arden, and then he'll win. So this is the more wilder side of things, and his defensive power is 700k. So if we are basing around just simple power level, the enemy cannot exceed 850, because if the enemy is 850 and above, it means that the enemy's units are way stronger than his, and in order for him to win a way stronger opponent, he needs to be able to counter them, which is pretty unlikely. So in this case, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to take on the more wilder centric side, because for his account he does have a really powerful OD, which is EX20 right here, as you guys can see. So we can actually consider building a team that is more Mauler centric, so that we can probably sneak in some wins from there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is this. So I'm just gonna abandon the concept of tanks, because honestly speaking, I don't think there's a point in building Torrent against the enemy. He doesn't have much synergy to go with Torrent anyway. So we're just gonna focus on giving as much stats to OD as possible, and then from there trying to win. Okay, so without further ado, this is what I'm gonna Scalita, okay choice over OD just for the pure stats. I think even Reina could be better just for the pure stats. Yeah, we're gonna put Rainer in just for pure stats. I honestly wanted to use Smokey because the Smokey is pretty developed, but against Confining Spell, against Iron, against Arden, probably not the best choice. So we go with this, we go with 3 support with 1 Disruptor and then OD as the main carry against the more Wilder-centric lineup. So without further ado, let us start the very first battle. So this positioning also allows the OD to not be put in by Iron, which keeps the OD in a safer position. And then if we have enough sustain for his OD to just keep on throwing ultimates out, we might be able to win the war of attrition. And because we have our dear Rainer, which is able to disrupt his team, with both Coco and Hewin healing up the team, as you guys can see, we are doing pretty well. So OD is pretty safely outputting. And in terms of what he can do against the enemies, this is what he can do, right? Using his OD, which is the strongest unit, and then building a team around that. So in this case, we are not running any tanks because he has so much healer in that team, right? He is already very sustain heavy, so should be no problem. Okay, against Skalita is gonna be a little bit challenging. And there's Florabelle, which is because his strongest unit is OD, so I'm trying to play around OD. Okay, so his account strength lies in OD and Graveborn, so these are the 2 traits that I want to play around. But based on what I can see, actually there might be a chance to beat this guy because this comp is kind of slow. Yeah, this comp is kind of slow, and we can even use Rainer as well. How about that? Yeah, we can really use. It's pretty good actually. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the Rainer swap. Okay, so Rainer swap. Do I want the Cecil to the back? I think Cecil might be a good choice for chain control, but at the same time I got no sustain. Although we could do this, and we could do this. Yeah, I'll swap the Florabelle in. Okay, I guess we just go with this, right? What can go wrong? Let me see. Could Cecil be too slow? It's fine. I think by the time the Skyda comes down, Cecil should be able to. So right here, we are sniping off the Florabelle because I really don't want the Florabelle to just stun lock us. So right here, Viperion helps us to slow down the enemy, so Cecil managed to use the ultimate, so we managed to win this fight. Very nice. So I'm gonna pick on enemies which we can win with Maulers and Graveborn. Yeah, so that will be my goal. So let's see if we can find somebody stronger. Carolina Iron is gonna be kind of challenging, although if his positioning is bad, we might have a chance. Actually possible, very possible. Yeah, I think we can still win this with this exact same team. Yeah, let's do it. So, yeah, we swap in Coco, so Coco has a damage reduction. And then we have quite a few healers in our team to keep the sustain going. So we are just gonna rely on OD outputting damage from there. Although this round is a lot more challenging because the burst is a lot more. And then the enemies has quite a bit of sustain, so we lost, unfortunately. Okay, so this is one matchup which I think we probably cannot win. Yeah, I don't think we can win against Carolina because we don't have enough burst to bring down Carolina. Unfortunate. But against the more Wilder-centric variant, we definitely have a chance. Because, okay, no. I don't think swapping Rainer is a good idea. Nah, I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, don't think swapping the Hu in is a good idea. This is also a bit tough. Yeah, it's a bit tough. Cause there's 2 tanks. OD alone might face a few issues to try to bring the enemies down. Okay, let's see whether there are other opponents we can pick on. Oh, wait, we can actually fight top 3. Oh wow, Ace. It's winnable. Guys, this is winnable. Not even kidding. 80,000 power difference, and we have the lineup that could deal with him. We just give it a try. So usually if I do see a winnable matchup, I'll just go for it, even if the enemy is a lot stronger or has a higher rank, because if the enemy has a way higher rank, then I'm getting more points in return. So we did manage to get Reyna's ultimate off. So now OD man is going ham, I think. Right, because the enemy's Iron's not pulling OD in. So Hewin got the ultimate off once again, so we are surviving this round. So now we take off the Hewin, the sustain is gone. Can the OD snipe down the Reyna? The Torrent is still the biggest issue for OD team, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, so unfortunately we lost cause of the dual heal from the enemy's end. Okay, pretty unfortunate, but you guys can see we only lost 1 point. So it was a good try. Just that we didn't have enough damage, unfortunately. Yeah, we didn't have enough damage against Numa right here. Yeah, against Iron Comms, right? Like, Cisia is really bad. Like, for those of you guys who doesn't know my history with Cisia, I've always advocated Cisia being not a good unit in general, because she falls off towards the late game, and in arena she gets countered by like a lot of very powerful units or just very quick metas in general. So like you get countered by assassins, you get countered by irons, you get countered by divine com. So like, yeah, bit slow. If there's a way for her to get her ultimate off faster, then we might have a bigger chance. And if we feel Cisia, we won't have too much sustain against the burst of the enemy. So I don't think we can win this, because we can't even win the 800k one. So I don't think we can win the 830. So these are cases where we can't win. The divine com, we have no chance. Yeah. Maybe let's take a look at how he positions himself. I don't think we have a chance. Actually, no. Wait, there might be a chance. Let's see. Okay, go this. We go this. And then we go this. We are swapping the Reyna in. Do I want to protect Cisia, or do I just want to use Vite? Actually, there's a chance. But it's tough because the Dino is pretty stacked up. This is a EX25 Dino Supreme against not so strong team. We are about 60,000 difference in power. I'm afraid that Cisia might be a little bit too slow. Yeah, Cisia might be a little bit too slow. Okay, anyway, we're just gonna give it a try, because the point difference, right, is gonna cause Sendoh to lose a lot less points. So if we did manage to win, we will gain a lot more. So let's just check whether or not Darkness is the guilty. Okay, so not a guilty. We're just gonna give it a try, and let's just take the #1 guy on. Yeah, 70. Go with his strongest units, which is the Graveborn side. So Torrent will be protecting our dear Viperion, and then Cisia, okay, and then we do this, and then we do... Nah, his roll is way too weak. The roll just gets sniped off almost immediately. Okay, we do this because this one gives us a little bit more stats. So without further ado, let's give it a try. Okay. Okay, so right there, Hewin got the ultimate off. Okay, so Okay, so the hooves flew up. So this is where you guys see, right? Like the diagonal, once the diagonal flies up, there's no answer to the diagonal. So I don't think there's any winnable because we don't have any celestial hypogean for this diagonal to pin the diagonal down. So I guess I don't think it's winnable as well. So against opponents with Divine Com is not winnable. Against opponents with Carolina Iron Com, this account is also not winnable with whatever units they have. If he had a Shakir, we might have a chance. So if he kind of want to counter the control centric teams, then building up Shakir, pairing Shakir with our dear Coco, maybe with OD, and then with Torrent plus one more unit like maybe Scarletta in the future, or maybe even Igor, then you have a pretty, I'll say, good answer against the wildest comps in general. But right now, not really, because OD alone is not going to carry because the rest of your other unit just melts too fast, so he doesn't have enough time to build up what he wants to do. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this simple arena showcase from a free-to-play player's perspective. So like I mentioned earlier, right, there are just certain matches that you cannot win. So based on his current standings as well as his general meta feeling, I think Sendoh's doing a really good job, right, being in the top 50 position with whoever he's facing, right, with the enemies and the units that he's facing in general. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys like this sort of how to deal with certain situations series as well. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys want to see more, if you guys want to lend me your account to do this series itself, and I will see you guys again in my next account review video. Bye guys.